Doctor, you were giving us a rundown of some of the meanings of the anatomical terms used in your chart. Yes, I was, and I have not finished. Continue, Doctor. Well, there is the osseous tissue, which is the hardest type of connective tissue, which provides a supporting framework for the body. Doctor, does bone marrow come into play there? Well, the medulla, or bone marrow, is a soft central part of a bone. And red marrow, Doctor? Red marrow fills cancellous bone and manufactures red blood cells and hemoglobin. Doctor, what about yellow marrow? Yes, yellow marrow fills the medullary cavity and contains fat cells. Doctor, is that cancellous bone that you referred to? Yes, I said cancellous bone, and it is a spongy bone composed of a loose lattice work of bony trabeculae and bone marrow within the inner space or interspace. Doctor, is that compact? Yes, it is compact bone, cortex bone, you might say. It is solid bone, rich in calcium. Doctor, what is the diaphysis? The diaphysis is the shaft of a bone. And the diploe, that is the spongy bone between the two tables of the skull. Doctor, you mentioned endosteum. Yes, endosteum is a membrane lining the walls of the medullary cavity. And doctor, finally, in addition to diaphysis, there is epiphysis. Yes, epiphysis, or the plural, epiphyses, is extremely, that is, the extremity of long bones and the center of ossification for growing bone. Doctor, what is a matrix of bone, as you mentioned here in your medical report? It is collagenous fibers and a ground substance in which calcium is deposited. And the medullary cavity, doctor, that is a marrow-filled cavity within the shaft of long bones. And doctor, this shaft embraces what? Well, I don't quite understand what you are driving at. I am referring to ossification. Ossification is merely bone formation. And what are osteoblasts? Osteoblasts are bone-forming cells. And osteoclasts? Osteoclasts are bone-absorbing cells. Doctor, finally, osteocytes. Osteocytes are bone cells lying in lacunae within intercellular substances. Doctor, what does it mean when it says osteoid? That is a calcifiable osseous tissue, yet uncalcified. And periosteum? Periosteum is the slender spicule or anastomosing bars of spongy bone. Doctor, you mentioned the trochanter in your report. Yes, the trochanter is the bony prominence of the upper extremity of the femur below the femoral neck. And is there a major trochanter? There is both a major or greater trochanter and a minor or lesser trochanter.